Back in the garden. Lucy keeps getting her leash hung up. Nice little bouquet of flowers. Lucy's catnip is up and spreading. That's my chives coming up right there. I need to get in here and clean out some more. Lucy's looking for a little grass or catnip to chew on. This is catnip coming up in a new spot here. It looks like mint, but it does spread. This is some coming up in a place where it was last year. Even by the garden gate, we have a new patch right here. We'll pick some for the kittens before I go in. But I even have catnip coming up outside the labyrinth this year, so it's all catnip in here. Princess Fluffy Butt. Trying to find some grass. So the clematis is starting to sprout some little leaves on it. If you guys remember this from last year, this was the big white one. It was stunning. It keeps spreading every year. I hope it eventually gets to where it covers about 10 feet of the fence. My solar lights are no longer working that I have around the top. I'm going to have to cut them all off and find some new solar rope lights to light up my labyrinth. A big thank you to Sylvia. She sent me all these jonquils last year, so all these yellow flowers, those are all new. I spread them around hoping that they'll spread every year, that they'll multiply, so. They'll fill in more every year. The white and yellow ones I planted about 3 years ago, and they have multiplied like crazy, so I'm hoping the yellow jonquils do too. I even put some up on the hilltop up here, next to where all the daylilies come up. slowly coming to life. I have tulips starting to come up here and irises. I don't know what these are that are getting ready to bloom. We'll see when they bloom, but I think Sylvia sent me these also. They may be more jonquils, and because they're on the shadier side of the labyrinth, they're just now starting to come up, get ready to bloom. What you eating on, Miss Lucy? And there's all kinds of my little daisies coming up in the pathway and beside the pathway. You guys know how my daisies do, they take over. I can't decide if I'm going to plant tomatoes this year or not. I planted quite a few last year and they did nothing, so I may pull these tomato cages out and plant okra or something else. I do have, as you can see in the back, I have a big mulch pile back in the woods. One of my neighbors dumps leaves for me in the mulch also. So I have a lot of fresh mulch I can work into the ground and maybe try to get the tomatoes to do something this year. Y'all were asking about the kittens, bringing them in the garden. I don't have harnesses small enough for them. They're much smaller than Lucy, with the exception of Skewy. He's probably getting big enough, but he's kind of a Asian Oriental, you know, he's got a lanky kind of body to him, so they need smaller harnesses. So I don't know that I'll let them walk around out here. I kind of like just keeping them in the stroller when I bring them out. That way I don't have to treat them for fleas because they're not on the ground. Yeah, my cats are pretty much purely indoor cats. Lucy's the only one that likes to take a little stroll outside, but even she's getting more inclined to staying indoors than coming out. So we hope you're having a lovely spring day and that your flowers are coming up where you're at. And we'll probably be back out here when the tulips start blooming or whatever these other buds are that are getting ready to open up. Have a nice day, everyone.